My name is Dustin Wetmore. I've been working with Motion Products for about 13 years now. I suppose the best way to describe my role is I provide oversight to the service, restoration, and sales process. The company itself was incorporated in the early 1980s, so late 82, early 83. That was after Wayne Oberg had moved facilities from a small barn in rural Wisconsin to the restoration shop that we have now. We've got 3 facilities, approximately 75,000 square feet of workspace. Each one of those buildings has its own disciplines, and in all combined, we've got about 36 employees. Our vision is to create a one-stop facility for collectors and automotive enthusiasts that can get everything done here. And our mission is to provide them with the best service, the most accurate and authentic restorations, and the most functional automobiles. Our customers drive their projects. They tell us what they want to have done, when they want to have it done, and we cater to their individual tastes and expectations. I guess to provide just a general rundown of our full restoration process, that would start with our intake phase, where we photograph the car, exterior, interior, underside, try to find components that are going to be questionable, that aren't correct. We'll start digging into the research of the background of the car to generate all that in-period data so that we can make good decisions later on. Once a car has gone through the intake phase, we've got a pretty good idea of what the car is, where it fits in historically. So then we go into disassembly. So they're gonna take the car apart, and then we make notes along the way so that way we can address problems on the assembly side. Once the car makes it into the body shop to have the paint removed, we have trim and metal fabricators inspect it. So once the car goes through that metal fab process, those problems are ironed out, and then when the car gets into the body shop, everything has already been fit. The way the metal fab department and the trim department work together, first, just proximity, they're in the same room. They both have worked back and forth, so guys that primarily focus on panel forming or corrosion repair have done trim work and vice versa. So just being in the same building, in the same room is really key to being able to make sure that everything flows seamlessly. Our paint process doesn't vary too much from car to car in the beginning. So metal etching, epoxying, initial body filling, that's about the same from car to car. If we have a client that has a competition racing car, and authentically, the paint should look rough and have imperfections, but our client wants to have a certain level of finish and a certain quality, we're gonna meet that expectation. We're gonna err on the side of what our client wants as opposed to what the car's necessarily supposed to have. While the metal fab work is being taken care of and while the car is being painted, we're on the other side of the shop rebuilding components. They'll typically handle anything that isn't nuts and bolts and clamps. So anything more significant than that is where they come in. I would say the primary way we meet our customers' expectations with engine building is to build an engine that is going to be reliable, make sure clearances are correct, that we're buying proper components that are vetted out. When we complete an engine, it's going to be tested on our engine dyno. And then that dovetails into, once you have a completed car, we can use our chassis dyno to do the fine tuning. So that way, when you turn the key, everything works as it should. And you've got a reliable car that you can enjoy. Over the years, we've expanded our machining capabilities to include rapid prototyping using 3D scanners, CAD/CAM software. We've got 2 machinists in-house that's all they do is they focus on designing, testing, and building parts when we can't find them. One of the greater benefits our customers are going to see from our machining capabilities is that through our network internationally, we can either source a part that still exists, or we can make one from scratch if need be. Typical upholstery process actually starts before we even take the car apart. So we're working with our clients to pick out leather, vinyl, carpeting, creating that palette, and then selecting the right materials that have an authentic grain or sheen to them. We'll make those repairs, refit the panels, and then we can, once the car is out of the metal shop, we can start recovering. So then you've got a completed car. That rolls through refinement, so we make sure that no leaks, no squeaks, rattles, everything runs the way that it's supposed to run. whether that's on our chassis done or whether that's on the road. And that's really the key to sorting a car out, is seat time. And over the years, we've had the opportunity of working on so many cars. And when we encounter a problem, or if we have a client that says, can you take a look at that? We've already got an idea, because of that seat time, what we're supposed to be feeling and what we're not supposed to be feeling, more importantly. One of the more challenging aspects of restoration is that every project is unique. We've got the experience, or we've seen enough of these cars apart to know what we need to do to make them as good as they can be, whether it's for Concours or for running in road rallies.